What is up, ladies and gents, Nolly here, and welcome to a surprise Payday 2 video, and an even more surprising Payday 2 update. So for those of you who aren't in the know, Payday 2 is back in development pretty much full time. This comes in the wake of a number of troubles Starbreeze has had, and I was going to make an individual video discussing all of this, but seeing as how the updates are coming out far faster than I could have imagined, I thought why not talk about the content as soon as possible. And I'm just at the start of this video, while you guys quickly watch the reasonably short Heist trailer, going to run you through what's going on with Starbreeze. So the company has, as I said, struggled massively over the past year. There have been legal troubles within certain individuals at the company, and more severely, I'd say, financial troubles. One of the more damning figures I saw was losses of roughly $30 million over the past year, which is obviously unsustainable, and it's prompted this shift in the company's focus. So Payday 2 is back in development, back in full swing, and that means new updates. That's fantastic for fans of the franchise, I would say, and the franchise is definitely going to be the main focus of Starbreeze moving forward. They see the power of it. They see the power of the community. They see the power of the IP that people really enjoy and are excited for, and they see the power of getting a Payday 3 out there. But the way their financial situation is, I'm imagining that's not going to be a possibility. And I think the dates I've seen recently are more like 2021, 2022, so that is unfortunate for us fans of the Payday series. But funding it by way of updating Payday, as long as it's good quality updates alongside free updates, that would be fantastic, and that's exactly what we are getting here, is probably the best way to do it as far as fans of the game are concerned. There have been a few ventures in things like Overkill's The Walking Dead and VR that have not been financially profitable, and they are passion projects, and I think it's a shame for the company. I don't necessarily think what they've made is poor quality. It's just not made the money that they wanted it to or really needed it to in order to sustain itself. And you know, I think some people will look at this as a turn back to Payday because, oh god, we are the cash cows that keep the company going. But I think in actuality it's more of a realization that this is the future of the company and that this is something that they've got that's pretty special here. So I don't begrudge them moving back to Payday and even monetizing it again. You know, the shame is the fact that they've had to go back on their word, and even if you own special editions of the game, you are going to have to pay for this content. But I have to admit, this is content coming outside of the bounds of what they ever possibly intended when they made those promises, so there's much worse things they can do, and as I mentioned, as long as it comes alongside good quality free updates, I'm not going to grumble too much at all. So, let's get on to the update. I'm going to run you through in some retro 2013 style Nolly video. We're on the Overkill Software Silkroad webpage here. I'm going to run you through all the information, give you some quick opinions, and hopefully you guys are going to get excited for the update coming out tomorrow. So, Silkroad, Payday 2 is back with 3 new DLCs and a major free update after almost a year's silence. The Payday gang is getting new threads and new weapon mods as they travel to the US-Mexico border for a heist. Pretty topical here. So we have the new outfit system. It's introduced in Payday 2 with this DLC. In addition to selecting a mask of their choice, players can now select a outfit from a selection in their inventory. Outfits are clothes that the character wears below the neck and are selected in the same screen as armor. I'm amazed this isn't something we saw sooner. Way back when we had that, of course, now infamous update where we got the loot boxes, there was a ton of blowback. Overkill did, I think, overall approach it reasonably well and step back on a lot of their original decisions there. But outfits were huge. That was what people were modding at the time. People wanted to dress up differently. Finally, we're getting that. It's in a very different style. It's more of an in-game system. While this is still a DLC purchase, it's a single purchase. You get these 4 outfits that I'm going to show a little later on. And for the price, I'm really not going to complain. I think it's a pretty cool decision. And from what we've seen, it's a great DLC. We're also getting improved UI. The general UI and menus have been given an overhaul and streamlined to make things more efficient and easier to navigate. This, of course, also includes added elements for managing the new outfit system. So, this was one of the things I think that maybe surprised me the most. I thought that Payday would look very similar forever. I mean, I thought they were done with that, but actually making some real quality of life improvements is something that maybe excites me more than any of the actual content updates we are getting. Because this is more commitment to the game than I think, you know, just putting new weapons or new mods in to try and make a quick buck. I think this is more proof that this is not Starbreeze's idea. They really are dedicated to this IP and moving it forwards in the right direction. So we also have the outfit system itself. Obviously, I think maybe this is written in the wrong order, and the following outfits are made available in the Silkroad update, and this is all for free. So we have the tactical BDU, the raincoat, the scrubs, winter camo parka, the tuxedo, the murky water uniform. So these are all free to use. I imagine they either unlock in game through drops or they're just immediately usable. I think some of these will already be existing suits in game. That's my imagination of how they've made this kind of free to create and a bit of a fast update. But even so, it'll be nice to finally customize our characters a little bit more aesthetically. And then we also have the Tailor Pack DLC. So as I said, I'll go through these in a little bit. 5 color variations of 4 outfits, meaning a total of 20, maybe stretching it a little bit there, guys. We have the Showman, the Casual Formal, the Sunny Rico, and the Classic. Then we have the Cartel Optics mod pack. That's 10 new weapon mods to help you customize and improve the performance of your weapons in combat. The central theme being optics and sights. Part of me thinks that that's just a little bit of a shame. I would have loved a new mod pack that shook up the meta a bit. But at the same time, it is a DLC, so you don't want it to be necessary for people to buy in order to be at the peak of the Payday meta. So it's a difficult sort of balancing act. And so Optics and Sights probably makes the most sense because it's something that just changes the way the game feels and plays for you, as opposed to completely messing up the meta and making it a forced purchase, as we've maybe seen eking out in the past. These mods include 3 sights, 2 pistol sights, 2 optic gadgets, 1 grip, 1 muzzle brake, and 1 compensator. And then finally, the most interesting part of the update for most of you, I'm imagining, is the Border Crossing Heist DLC. We've already seen the trailer for it. The Payday gang's enemies, Murky Water and the Dentist, are moving money and illicit merchandise from the US to Mexico through a tunnel across the border. The gang gets wind of this and formulates a plan. While some Payday gang members are off rescuing Bane, others will travel to Arizona and hit Murky Water and the Dentist. So this is my theory for how they're going to expand the story. Instead of going into the future, it's going to be a lot of things running very much simultaneously to the so-called end of Payday 2 before we get the setup for Payday 3. And it's going to actually involve the other characters in the game, which is a great idea because they are massively underutilized outside of the main 4 or 5, depending on whether we include Houston or Hoxton. So this, I think, is a smart move by them. It lets them keep the story quite nice and clean for Payday 3, while also adding cool new heist content. So let's take a look at the heist right now. The heist border crossing. While the Payday gang is preparing to hit Hell's Island, they find out that their old enemies Murky Water and the Dentist are in the process of moving large amounts of money and illicit merchandise from the US to Mexico, using a secret tunnel across the border. The gang decides to divide their forces as they formulate a plan to strike at this border operation. Border crossing is playable in both stealth and allowed mode, and also allows players to customize their tactics further through pre-planning options. I am having a hard time speaking today. The action takes place in 2 separate locations on both sides of the US/Mexico border. This is interesting. I think this is pretty cool. It seems like it's going to be a fairly big, probably single-day heist. Big pre-planning, I like to see that, and also the ability to choose stealth or loud. When you looked at this heist, it almost immediately looked, to me anyway, as a in-your-face loud heist, but the fact that stealth is going to be an option is really cool. We also have the new weapons mod pack, the Cartel Optics. The Mexican crime cartels are well connected and have access to the very best weapons technology that money can buy. As the Payday gang travels to Mexico, they have an opportunity to pick up a range of advanced sights and other mods. The Cartel Optics mod pack DLC includes 10 new weapon mods with a focus on optics and sights. And I've already ran you through those. We don't have any more information on how they're going to affect your guns. Keep an eye out on the grip, compensator, and muzzle brake because they're probably the only ones that are really going to change how your gun operates and might affect the meta in any way. And then we also have the new outfit system. So let's quickly meet the Tailor. So we scroll down. With the Payday 2 Silkroad free update, a new outfit system is introduced in Payday 2, allowing you to equip your heisters with cool new threads. Several unlockable outfits are included for free with the update. Payday 2 is getting its first Tailor pack to celebrate the new outfit system in the game. Tailor Pack 1 adds 4 new thematic suits with 5 color variations for each one, for a total of 20 new outfits. We have the Casual Formal, which I think is my favorite of them all. Really cool looking jacket. The suit a heister wears occasionally needs to provide a modicum of formal respect, while still being casual and workmanlike. This combination of denim lower and more strict upper takes the best of both worlds and combines them. We have the Showman, which is obviously a little bit of a Joker reference. Distraction can be the heister's best tool, and the right outfit can accomplish just that, making the enemy wonder what the hell is going on. Is the circus in town? What kind of clown carries a gun? With that in mind, there's no reason you can't do it with a little style and colourful flair. Hence this rather spiffy setup. It'll make you feel like the Prince of Crime. This is the one that's going to sell copies, guys. Hats off to you. The Sunny Rico protection is, of course, just as much about going unnoticed as it is stopping bullets. The roomy folds of 1980s style suits offer ample concealment for weapons, and the variety of fabrics means you can adjust to the weather as needed. A lot of these are sort of popular movie heist references. I like the look of this a great deal. And we have the classic, of course. Certain career-making heists demand a lot of extra from the gear you bring to the job. Mobility and durability can be the things that keep a heister from landing in handcuffs, and this outfit was made to stop that from happening. A one-piece base with a reinforced utility vest, it lets the wearer tackle a variety of terrain and movement while supplying ample carrying aids. So I think these suits are pretty good. They're definitely higher quality, I'd say, than the ones we've seen as these sort of free added outfits. I'm happily going to make that purchase, but you guys are interested probably in how much this is going to cost, and if you haven't already heard me mention it, when this is coming out. So, we are getting this update on November the 7th. You can imagine it's going to be pretty late in the evening on a Thursday. That's how it always was. We're back to the old days as far as I can tell. And as far as pricing is concerned, they are basically two tiers of pricing. We have the $2.99. This is in dollars, by the way, $2.99. Smaller DLCs, that includes the optics pack and the outfits pack. And then we have for $7.99, or sorry, $6.99. Or is it $7? I think it's $6.99. Don't quote me on that. We have the heist update, and obviously it's quite a big heist, and that's pretty much the going rate they used to set it at. But if you want to pick up all three, as I'm going to do, it actually only costs you $10. So this is, I would say, reasonably priced for what is a fairly hefty amount of content. I am certainly going to be picking it up, not only to make videos on it, but also to support the team. I love what they've done with Payday 2. One of my favorite games of all time. It obviously made this channel. If you guys feel the same way, I implore you to support them as well, especially if the content keeps coming like this and is this kind of quality. Can't wait to get my hands on it tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed this video. You guys can tell I'm a little bit rusty when it comes to my rapid reading style, but hopefully you'll forgive me on a few slip-ups. Thanks for watching this video, ladies and gents, and I will see you all tomorrow.